Hey guys, this is for Thursday, April the 9th. We're gonna do some core work today and then a workout, so I'll run through all that plus the warm-up, and then somebody asked about a little bit more about nutrient timing. I went over that in a previous video, but I'm gonna add to that for those of you that work out early, super early in the morning. I'll talk about that at the end of the video. All right, so warm up today. I want you guys to start by doing 5 to 7 minutes of aerobic work. I put in there that can be run, bike, row, jump rope, mountain climbers, no push-up burpees, really anything that's just gonna create some blood flow for 5 to 7 minutes. Then you're gonna move into 30 seconds of a front plank, 30 seconds of a right plank, 30 seconds of a left plank, and then 30 seconds of a reverse plank, which is new. That's gonna look like this. Fingertips facing your heels. And you're gonna be extended like this. So 30 seconds in this position here. That should really open up your shoulders. All right, then we're gonna move into a new stretch called the bretzel. Not to be confused with the pretzel. So what you're going to do is you're gonna be lying on the ground on your side. You're gonna take your bottom leg and bring it behind you and grab it with your top arm. So bottom leg, top arm, and you're gonna kind of just pull back. And you're gonna hold this position for 30 seconds on each side. Should feel that kind of through your quad. 30 seconds per side, then you're gonna do 10 bent over Ys and 10 bent over Ts. So bent over position, nice and slow, create a Y with your arms. And then you're gonna create a T with your arms. Okay, again, very slowly, don't rush through those. And then 10 single leg glute bridges per leg. So here, and you're gonna pop up, no pauses, just 10 reps per leg. All right, and that'll be a good starter for the warm-up. All right, next we're gonna do a 15-minute EMOM of core work. Okay, so 2 of the movements you guys have done before, 1 you have not. So minute number 1 of the EMOM, you're gonna do 10 to 15 reps of the V-up. Again, that's just gonna be hands and feet meet in the middle. If you can't do that, just pulse up as high as you can. Staying nice and tight. 10 to 15 reps. And then rest the remainder of the minute. Minute 2, you're gonna do what's called half kneeling kettlebell chop. So if you have a kettlebell, use that. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter what you're holding. You're not gonna wanna go super heavy on these. Probably just like moderate to lightweight, like I'm using this 18 pounder. Okay, so what it's gonna look like is you're gonna be half kneeling position. So one knee is gonna be up, the other one going straight down. Okay, so the knee that is up, you're chopping upwards towards it. So I'm gonna rotate to the side and then chop up like this. 5 reps per side. So we're working our obliques, sides of your abs. Okay, so from this angle, I would switch, obviously, so I'm going from low to high, not fast. You want to do these slow. Make sure you're actually feeling the right muscles. So like right now, I'm feeling it in here. When I get up top, I'm feeling it over here. So I'm going to do 5 per side. Rest the remainder of the minute. And then minute number 3, you're going to do 5 plank extensions, which we did for the first time last week, in case you missed it. You're going to be starting your plank position. Walk your hands out as far as you can. Back to neutral. Walk your feet back as far as you can. Back to neutral. That's 1 rep. You're going to do 5 reps. Rest the remainder of the minute, and then you'll start back at your V-ups and go through it. So it's 5 total rounds of those 3 movements. Should be a nice core workout to start the day. And then we're gonna go into the Metcon, which is 40 reps of each, 30 reps of each, 20 reps of each, 10 reps of each, kettlebell swings, and single arm push presses per arm. So what that's going to look like is, if you have a kettlebell, obviously, do kettlebell swings. You'll do 40 kettlebell swings, and then you will do 40 push presses per arm, so 80 total. Then you'll do 30 swings, 30 push presses per arm, 20, 20 per arm, 10, 10 per arm. All right, modifying those things. So kettlebell swing, do that. You can use your kettlebell for your push press. So if I'm doing my 40 swings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 40, okay, and then I will go into my push press with the kettlebell. All right, if you need to grab a lighter object, do so. Just as, it can be a dumbbell, it can be anything that is, it should be lightweight today, since there's so many reps. Like if you were in the gym and this was the workout in the gym, the rep scheme, if that were the rep scheme, the barbell weight would be probably 75 for guys, 55 for females, barbell. So both hands working. If you do not have a kettlebell, you can, hold that thought, I forgot to get a dumbbell. Okay, you can actually do kettlebell swings with a dumbbell. So just hold one of the heads. Same thing. All right, going overhead. If you don't have either of those objects, what you can do is grab something with a handle and you'll do Russian kettlebell swings. So you'll just swing, if I were doing something like if I was using a bucket, I would just go to like eye level, right here. That way, whatever's in your bucket doesn't fall on top of your head. Okay, so you'll do 40 reps of whatever version of kettlebell swing you're doing. And then you're going to do 40 push presses all on one arm. Switch over and do 40 all on the other arm. So don't alternate. Then you'll do 30 swings, 30 push presses on each arm. Is that right? Yeah. 20 swings, 20 push presses on each arm, 10 swings, 10 push presses on each arm. Again, to reiterate, the push press weight should be light. And the push press, okay, is, I'm gonna dip, drive. So use your legs. Dip, drive it overhead. Don't just use your arms. Make sure that you're utilizing your legs on those push presses. All right, that should be a semi-long workout, depending on what you use, what all objects you have. Okay, real quick, so as far as eating around workouts, if you are working out in the afternoon and you have eaten lunch or a meal or snack or something within 2 to 3 hours, you don't really need to worry about eating anything beforehand to get you ready for your workout. Those of you that are early risers, my 5 and 6 a.m.ers, it would be good if before you worked out, you ate a small amount of protein and carbs, anywhere from 25 to 50 grams total of protein and carbs. That could look like just drinking half of your protein shake on the way to the gym. That could look like some of you guys like Gatorade or Powerade, just sipping on that on the way to the gym. Could also be, I drink what's called BCAAs, branched chain amino acids. There's 0 calories in them, but you can get like powdered carbohydrates and mix that in with them. That's another good option. The reason that I would advise that you do something like that is because when you wake up, your blood glucose levels are low, and I know all of you have experienced coming into the gym and trying to lift heavy or do high intensity workouts early in the morning, and it is much harder for numerous reasons. One being that our body temperature is at its lowest in the early AM. but also the blood glucose problem. So like some fruit is a good option as well. Nothing that's gonna sit heavy on you, on your stomach. So no fat and no like big breakfast or anything like that. Really just something small, like I mentioned, is gonna be good. So fruit, some type of liquid carbohydrate and protein, half of your protein shake before, half of your protein shake after. Anything like that is a good idea. Even a protein bar, half of that is a good idea if that sits well with you. Let's see, what else did I put? That can be done like within 30 minutes before you work out. So don't feel the need to like wake up at 4 o'clock for your 5 o'clock workout to get that food in, because that is unnecessary and will mess with your sleep and mess everything else up too. The other thing that you could potentially do to make your AM early workouts easier for you or feel better is that when you wake up, to jump into the shower and take a hot shower to kind of warm your body up, so that you're not coming in here and trying to do a 1 rep max squat with cracking knees. And you don't have to do that, but that will raise your body temperature automatically and might help you feel a little bit looser coming in. And then the other option obviously would be to get a hit of caffeine for you early people, 30 minutes before working out or while working out. Some of you can drink coffee right before you work out and be fine. Others of you might want a different caffeine supplement. I would strongly recommend or advise against caffeine pills. Please do not take those. And if you are taking those, please text me and let me know so that I can yell at you through a text message and tell you to stop. But caffeine might be a good option as well. And then over time, your body, those of you that do work out early and have for years now, your body is well adjusted to that, and so it's used to it, but those might be some helpful tips. Otherwise, if you're working out at lunch or in the afternoon, your body temperature is higher, much easier to work out in the afternoons, much easier to do pretty much everything in the afternoons due to that. And your insulin levels and your blood glucose is a lot more stabled out at those periods. So as long as you've eaten within 2 to 3 hours, you should be good to go and don't really need to worry about eating anything in particular right beforehand. So I hope that answers your question. If it doesn't, let me know and I'll go over it again some other way. See you guys Friday.